The Olympic champion was just defeated by a 17-year-old high school student. He thought he had lost as he dove across the finish line in Oslo at the 100th of a second. He had prevailed. Additionally, the Olympic winner made a public statement about this teenager prior to the race that ought to have served as a warning to all 800-meter runners worldwide. We'll address that. However, you must first comprehend Cooper Lutkenhouse's true origins. Because winning an Olympic title at the age of 17 is only the beginning. His journey began in a small Texas town with a father who was a high school coach and two older siblings who made his life extremely challenging. Justin, Texas. Northeast of Dallas is a little community. It's not a location that has produced world champions in the past. Just a typical suburb where children play sports, attend school, and strive to keep up with their bigger brothers. Cooper Lutkenhouse was raised in a home where rivalry was the norm. In middle school, he participated in 5 different sports, including wrestling. He studied Dallas Cowboys game films with an obsession. Before anyone outside of Texas knew his name, the child was hardwired to constantly compete at everything. George, his father, was a collegiate athlete and currently serves as the district's sports director. Northwest High School's principal is his mother, Tricia. The child who recently defeated the Olympic champion attends a school operated by his mother. In this house, everything revolved around improving oneself, demonstrating one's worth, and avoiding falling behind. A narrative of a church league basketball season is told by his mother. Cooper's middle brother is 4 years older than him. The younger child would be placed on a different team by most parents. Cooper hangs out with the older lads when Tricia throws him out there with them. Cooper Lutkenhouse's only goal from the start was to demonstrate that he belonged somewhere he wasn't yet meant to be. Thus, sometimes he outplays them. The entire career may be summed up in that one sentence. In middle school, he takes up track and wins every event he competes in, but he never gives it much thought. It was his words, not mine. He claims that every time he set foot on the track, he truly wanted to win, but he assumed that was the case for everyone. He was just going out there to compete and have fun. He was unaware at the time that this wasn't always the case. 8th grade. Cooper Lutkenhouse's 800-meter times are 153 and 154. For comparison, 153 would be regarded as a serious personal best by the majority of adult recreational runners. This 14-year-old 8th grader is doing it. The Brooks PR Invitational is won by him. The Nike Outdoor Nationals are won by him. The track world observes. A tiny bit. The way it always detects when a tiny child runs quickly and questions if it will be able to keep up. Because this is what it's like to be a quick middle school student in Texas. For the men who oversee the World Championships and the Diamond League, it means nothing. Professional track and junior national high school competitions differ greatly. It's not even close to being enormous. It is an entirely different sport at an entirely other level. When he enters high school, he wins every 800. As a rookie, Texas won the Class 5A state championship. The following year, they won the Class 6A state championship. He has never lost. Even while he is becoming faster every season, the larger sports community is still not paying close attention. This is the issue with being Texas' top high school 800 runner. The men you must defeat to establish your worth are not competing in Texas high school competitions. With years of international experience under their belts and Olympic medals around their necks, they are competing in Oslo, Stockholm, and Eugene. Although winning Texas state titles is amazing, it says nothing about Cooper Lutkenhouse's ability to compete with the greatest in the world. The question must be forced by something. In 2025, Lutkenhouse will transition from an outstanding high school student to a professional athlete under the guidance of Coach Chris Capo. I'm still in high school and attending classes, but I'm now preparing for global championships. One aspect of Capo's training of Lutkenhouse explains why he consistently wins big moments. The kick. Lutkenhouse has had a natural trigger point at 200 meters to go during his entire career. In his own words, I really push from that spot since middle school. It's not arbitrary. It has been drilled. The coach helps him develop that final 200 until it comes naturally to him, race after race, session after session. And that instinct transforms everything on August 3, 2025, in Eugene, Oregon. U.S. Track and Field Outdoor Championships. Oregon's Eugene. The age of Cooper Lutkenhouse is 16. He is competing in the 800-meter final against athletes who have been doing this their entire adult lives, as well as professionals, Olympians, and former world champions. He is dead last in the spots that matter, in 7th place with 200 meters remaining. The kick then activates. In the last 200 meters of the race, he moves up from 7th to 2nd. Runs 142.27, more than a full second faster than the U-18 world record. Surpasses Brandon Miller, Josh Hoey, and Bryce Hoppel, men who have participated in World Championship finals and won medals at the Olympics. After Donovan Brazier, he comes in 2nd overall. Hayward Field's stadium erupts. As soon as he witnesses it, distance running coach Steve Magnus says that it is the greatest athletic achievement in history, that it makes LeBron from high school seem insignificant. The 16-year-old, who is the youngest American to ever qualify for the World Athletics Championships, will miss English literature class in order to travel to Tokyo. The athletic community is now paying attention and getting up, but Tokyo does not proceed as planned, and what transpires there is what the Lutkenhouse highlight videos usually overlook. World Athletics Championships, Tokyo, September 2025. Lutkenhouse packs his schoolwork and takes a plane to Japan. He is 16. He is the youngest American competitor at this level in history. The reward is meant to be the event itself. In the heat, he goes out. A Texas high school meet really cannot prepare you for the tactical, physical, and nasty nature of the 800-meter World Championship field. The world's top runners understand how to box you in, how to dominate a race with their experience, and how to ensure that a deadly kicker never has a chance to unleash. Lutkenhouse doesn't progress. He returns home. It's not a catastrophe. He made it there at the age of 16. However, the message is quite apparent. A thunderous kick and raw talent alone are insufficient. The global stage demands more experience and the kind of tactical wisdom that can only be acquired by repeatedly competing against the best, losing, growing, and recovering. Whether a child who has never truly lost at anything has the mentality to apply that lesson is the question. Put it in the comment section now. If you are 16, would you rather stay at home with your friends or skip your junior year of school to attend the World Championships? Since Cooper consistently selected the race, I sincerely want to hear what you would have done. Torun, Poland, March 2026. The majority of Cooper Lutkenhouse's classmates are spending their spring break at home, sleeping in, playing video games, going to the beach, and engaging in typical 17-year-old activities. Lutkenhouse is competing against the world's top middle-distance runners in the 800 meters at the World Indoor Athletics Championships in Poland. In 144-24, he prevails. The youngest individual world champion in track and field history. Not just American history, not just 800-meter history, but track and field history in general, dating back to the sport's inception. A 17-year-old from Justin, Texas, whose mother insisted that he attend prom. World champion. Then, 3 days before to Oslo, he made his Diamond League debut in Stockholm. In 142-70, he prevails. Since the series began in 2010, the record had been held for 16 years by the youngest winner in Diamond League history. Emmanuel Wanyonyi then makes the decision to appear. I'll tell you about Wanyonyi, because before you can comprehend what transpired in Oslo, you must comprehend who this man is. The most successful 800-meter runner currently competing is 21-year-old Kenyan Emmanuel Wanyonyi, who won the Olympics in Paris in 2024 and the World Championship in Tokyo in 2025. He deliberately avoided Stockholm in order to get ready for Oslo. Wanyonyi publicly stated prior to the race that he wanted to be rested, prepared, and aware of the challenges he faced. Cooper is fantastic and appears to be quite strong, he said. We are still here to hold the fort, but he is unquestionably the event's future. The current champion discussed the event's future. That wasn't rejection. Rather, it was a man who respected the threat so highly that he had to publicly acknowledge it before going out to demonstrate that he was still the king. Oslo Bislott Games, the world's most renowned middle-distance track, June 10, 2026. 70 world records have been set on this track in its existence. The race ends quickly. As usual, Wagnoni leads into the bell, dictating terms and controlling the tempo with his strength and experience. Lutkenhouse follows him and waits 200 meters. The trigger goes off. He establishes a gap entering the straight after taking the lead. Wagnoni is not finished. He makes a strong comeback and gets to the cue, closing the gap meter by meter. Together, they hit the tape. Photo completion. Lutkenhouse, he truly believes he has lost. He believes the Olympic champion just beat him at the finish line as he lands on the track. The time then increases. 142.08 for Lutkenhouse. The smallest margin at which a professional athlete may defeat another is 142.09 for Wagnoni, which is less than the blink of an eye, or 100th of a second. The child from Justin, Texas, who was meant to be at prom planning, who packed homework for Tokyo and skipped spring break for Poland, narrowly defeated the world and Olympic champion. 6 professional races, 6 victories, the world indoor champion, the youngest Diamond League champion in history, the world lead for 2026, and the 3rd fastest American in history, 142.08. Now take a moment to consider Wagnoni. This athlete has dominated the 800m for the past 2 years, winning every major championship and bearing the burden of being the greatest in the world. He trained especially for this event, so he arrived in Oslo prepared. Even though he gave it his all in the last straight, a 17-year-old who must go prom defeated him. You are aware of Wagnoni's current thoughts. Prior to the race, he had previously stated it. The event's future has arrived. Whether he can maintain control long enough to reach LA 28 is the question. Following Oslo, Cooper Lutkenhouse is questioned about his immediate objectives. He makes no mention of Wagnoni, the world record, LA 28, or the Diamond League's upcoming schedule. He claims he hasn't yet attended his school's homecoming. Then, he adds something that should make every 800-meter runner in the world quite uncomfortable. He probably has to go to prom. His mom said he has to, so he needs to start making some plans. He just responds, "I do not know what is possible," when asked what he believes is feasible. Not pretentious modesty. Not a prepared response from the media. To be honest, a 17-year-old who has already defeated every opponent he has encountered says he hasn't yet reached his full potential. The 800-meter world record is 1.40.91. David Rudisha, 2012 London Olympics. For 14 years it has stood. No one has even come close. That number has been regarded as unreachable by the best middle-distance runners of the past 10 years. Just now, Cooper Lutkenhouse ran 142.08. He is 17 years old. He has no idea what is conceivable. Do the maths. 2 years from now is LA 28. Olympics at home. American territory. The 800-meter final in front of the largest audience in the sport's history in Los Angeles. When the games start, 19-year-old Lutkenhouse will still be in his first full professional season. What 19 looks like is truly unknown if the improvement from 16 to 17 is any indication. He himself stated as much. I would like you to let me know what you think in the comments. Cooper, Los Angeles, 2028. Lutkenhouse is 19 years old. 800-meter final at home. The whole nation is observing. Does he become the best 800-meter runner in the sport's history, win gold, and surpass David Rudisha's 2012 world mark of 14,091? Put it down below. Every comment is read.